We struggled over this for quite some time to try to come up with a good name, and so we came up with something really confusing instead.
We chose the name Free Planet Radio because it suggested to us music without borders, or music beyond political boundaries.
To be able to be free within inside the music for improvisational purposes. Planet, to use sounds and musics of this world, of all people's musics.
We are taking and being influenced by musical sounds from many different cultures. And we're not being so specific to one part of the world, and we're using our freedom to borrow and use for all these different songs that we do in compositions.
We really like the term communication, and we looked up radio, and that was one of its definitions, is communication. So hence the name Free Planet Radio.
Free Planet Radio is an awesome ensemble. Percussionist, River can play any rhythm from any part of the world that you can come up with. And Eliot can read anything. He plays jazz, he plays classical. So this band's pretty much a composer's dream. And you throw an orchestra into the mix, and there's a lot of palette to work with. It's pretty awesome.
Compositionally too, I think it's very interesting, because you don't usually hear this kind of music anyways, this melting of different cultures. Adding the structure of the orchestra really makes it a lot more presentable and sonically interesting. When we came together, we realized we had a certain vision in common, a similar intention in common, was to get music out there to people that had a sense of freedom in it, and yet at the same time had some sense of structure that attracts a certain aesthetic in people.
Even though we're blending things from around the world, it's in an organic fashion. We're not just throwing these things together. We're trying to honor the music, and
absolutely,
and it's still coming out of the jazz and Western classical tradition, and hopefully creating something new. Armenian, so he grew up listening to Middle Eastern music, and I grew up around a lot of Persian music.
I come from Armenian people. All my grandparents are from there. They were exiled and went to different parts of the Middle East. My parents always played Middle Eastern music around the house, and different forms of music from all over the Mediterranean area, actually. My father also liked classical music a lot, so he played that in the house.
The North Carolina Symphony used to do concerts, free concerts for school children, and my dad took me to one of these. And I saw the bass players come out on stage bringing the double basses, and that was it for me. I wanted to be a musician from then on, and here I am.